Welcome to Legoland Windsor for an update here from the park, and we'll start because it's hot at the moment. They've actually got some really good tips in how to cool down, so check out some of the indoor attractions with air conditioning, hydrate, protect and find shade. There's an awful lot around here, but it's still good. Really, really good that they're doing this as you walk into the park. So we're going to be having a look at Viking RIver Splash, which is nearly down, the 4D cinema and everything else that's happening around the park at the moment. We start approaching down here at the cinema, where you can see any sign of the Skyrider has now gone. The Skyrider has been removed from Legoland Windsor. It was hanging on there with the station, but that's gone. It's all very clear around here indeed. And as you head over the back towards what was the cinema, you can see just the seating in, and we think the seating is concrete, which I didn't think it was at first, but it seemingly is concrete, so it's going to be quite difficult to get out. My guess is it's coming out, because as far as I'm aware, it's a whole new build which is going up, but a lot clearer than what it has been down here at the cinema. They are now advertising one of these. That's the one you're standing by.
Multiple of them.
You're going to love it in 2027. Obviously construction, building something awesome. Yeah, these are repeated all the way down. But really cool, because we've seen it kind of as a cinema, open in February, to closed, to completely and utterly removed, which is really, really cool. And when you look at it, actually, this is a really big site down here. A really big site. And they've closed off across here. It'll be interesting to see whether or not they keep these models, whether these models will come out, and there'll be some landscaping go on here as well. But yeah, all happening down at the cinema, all closed off, everything removed, apart from the steps. Must be soon. We didn't save the poster though. Sadly, no poster. You can see where it has been tarmacked down. Certainly looks like it's been flattened, but not flattened enough, if that makes sense, to build on. We'll see over the next couple of months. Where's the Lego fries gone, Kurt?
I'm actually a bit annoyed.
Where have they gone? We've come for Lego fries, and this is always really busy, this outlet as well. And it's closed. It looks like the signage is gone. That's really weird. To be honest, I'm a little bit shocked by that. Did not expect this to be closed. There are lots of little bits of random construction going up here at the park. We saw some at the entrance as well. Not really sure if it's for the summer or not. Not 100% sure. And again, we're going to miss the ice lolly again. Now we know it has opened. We've seen people with them. It's 35 degrees today. It is a weekday, but I was kind of hoping we might be able to get an ice lolly. Alas, they are shaped like Lego bricks. They look really, really cool, and I just want to try one. I really just want to try one. Not today, Kurt. Not today. So it looks like Hopsy will be expanding down to a Build and Bloom likely building section down here in Heart Lake City. That is being constructed at the moment, and we would expect that to open as part of the summer events. They do have World Cup on at the moment, however they do have summer coming. Still hot, but we're probably another couple of weeks away from that, I'm guessing, Kurt. Another couple of weeks away, get the World Cup. Yeah, so the World Cup ends just before the summer holiday start, and then they're instantly going to switch over to something new, which is really cool. Keep the events going here at Legoland. Before we move on to Vikings, we are first going to check out some of the models down in Pirate Shores and probably Knight's Kingdom as well. I'm starting with this one. So the monkey was here last time we were here, however this guy has now joined them. So hopefully that means there are other new models as we walk down to the dragon. Something that might not be quite new, but something we haven't covered is the additions to the Jolly Rocker signage at the front here. It doesn't have a queue line board yet, but the fire in the hole sign and indeed the macaw parrot flying over the top. I definitely haven't seen the parrot. The fire in the hole Kurt thinks he saw last week. It's definitely new since the entrance went in, but possibly not kind of in the last couple of days. I think it might have been here a week or so, but really does add to it. I love the fact the bird's over there, because when you're at an angle you can't see any of the wires. It does look really cool. As we continue to walk around from the Jolly Rocker, look at these. 2 more. Look at that. And this guy has a seagull on his head. Nothing worse, is there? At least he's not got chips. That's the main thing. He's not got chips. We bought you the fighting baguette models. Actually, I think the monkey and the rat are new that goes with that as well as the parrot on the top. So it's got a nice little addition to it. Still love the fact they're fighting with baguettes. I can't quite get over that, but it looks really cool. They really do look good. And it's good to see the new models are still going out as the season goes on. We don't really know when they're all going to be out, but it's great when we come back every couple of weeks and see different ones. Kurt did pick this one up last week. However, we have bins and everything in front of it, so it's nice to come and have a look at it up close. I mean, come on. What's not to like about the horse's head sticking out of a building? There are a few new models in Knight's Kingdom, including the one eating ice cream here. We've got one that's asleep over here as well. That looks cool. And there's actually one on top of the castle, which we'll zoom in on now. Princess in the tower, queen in the tower, someone in the tower here at Legoland. Nice new model. Definitely some new ones and some nice little touches around here in Knight's Kingdom. We're still waiting for the two big ones, the one by the water feature up there, and of course what we suspect will be a dragon here. And they're going to look spectacular. You know they're going to be of size and look spectacular. But new models still appearing here at Legoland Windsor. The views from down here have changed massively over the last couple of months as Viking River Splash has left the park. We believe it is all out now. And when we see work around the other side, you'll see some of the progress they've made as well and what they're doing to prepare for the new land, which we assume is coming in 2028 with the brand new spinning coaster. A very different view for Viking River Splash here. As you can see, it's come out and the dirt is being pulled back. So it looks like the entrance, what we suspect will be an expansion to Nijago, this top end, is what we're suspecting with the spinning coaster coming in and obviously the theme in the other part for it. And this is how you'll get up to it. Looks like this will be where you enter it, head up, and then it will be behind this ride with other bits and pieces as well. So this now is started to be dug out, looking very, very different when you think it was only a couple of weeks ago that there was trough here. Just incredible, really, absolutely incredible. So it does mean the wall's closed at the moment, and they are saying they're building something. No date on this one, like at the cinema, mind you, but we think 2028. Whilst we are here, Destiny's Bounty is undergoing its yearly maintenance. All of the panels have been taken off the side, all of the seats have been taken out, which is why it's at the angle it's at. And you don't usually see it stripped down to bare bones. I think this is usually done during kind of a closed period. I don't know how much access you have to it, but it's all come apart and everything is out while they do their yearly testing on it. Again, much like Paulton's Park, Legoland is open sort of 10, 11 months a year. So some of the rides do have to be done whilst the park is open, and this is one of them. It's a really peculiar sort of edge in here, down by the hill train, as what once was Viking River Splash is now not Viking River Splash. The boarding is still up down the side. It probably doesn't need to be up, to be honest. But down here is very open as they start to pull it down. Now again, it's not like you'll be able to walk down there when they've got it ready. I'd imagine there'll be no path or anything going there until the new area is ready to open in a likely 18 months time. But it's come along really quick. The area here was last used for Nijago, in the Nijago event, which was before, that was about Easter time I think, was when that was here and you had a little walk through. And it now looks like it is going to be used for the Lego Festival, which starts on the 20th of July for the whole of summer. At the moment we have the World Cup on, which is why they probably left this clear so they could build this here. It looks quite big as well actually when you look at the creative plans. Looks like there's 3 little sections going on and the structures are going up and it's all going in for the build. Trees have really grown up around this area, and where we were once looking over here at the trough, we are now looking over here basically at piles of dirt. Kind of again, I guess, because obviously this is where the mounds are going, so they're digging out from the front to make it a little bit more flat. It looks like there'll be access down there, at the very least down to Destiny's Bounty, and this is where it's ended up at the moment. So there's still quite a lot of clearance to do on site. It's really hard. It was quite easy back in March when we were covering it because the trees weren't in bloom and you could get a fairly good view, but as it stands now, we can see that there's just nothing left. It's just rubble. That concludes our update here from Legoland Windsor. Yeah, quite a lot of work going on, to be fair with you. It looks like loads has happened at Viking River Splash. It's all out now. They're starting to level it off and we'll start to see construction on that over the next, well, really 18 months to be fair. Cinema ground is a really weird one because they've kind of flanned it out, put a bit of tarmac down. It's kind of clear. They've left the seating in. It feels like they're going to use it for something, but the Sky Rider has gone, and we do know from the advertising that will reopen as the new cinema in 2027. Lots happening here at Legoland Windsor. We've got a summer event coming as well, so make sure you check that out over the summer period.